Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. My name is Haley Weilman, your MC for today's commencement. Please rise as you are able for the playing of our national anthem. Please be seated. I have the pleasure of introducing several important people who will be a part of our commencement ceremony today. The first of which is Dr. Dennis Pauley with the District Administrator Address.
Good afternoon, family members, friends, relatives, guests, to this afternoon's celebration. On behalf of the Edgerton School District Board of Education, the administrative team, and our entire staff, I'd like to welcome all of you to this afternoon's celebration in which we recognize the successful completion of a high school diploma for the class of 2025. Congratulations. In 1981, 44 years ago, I walked a similar stage with 525 of my fellow classmates from the high school, Madison Memorial High School. And like you, our whole future was ahead of us. What would we all become? Doctors, electricians, plumbers, lawyers, business owners, leaders, architects, teachers? None of us really knew. But the possibilities were endless, and we looked forward to what was ahead of us. I was fortunate to grow up with my grandparents. The best advice they gave me was to choose a career that gave me a sense of purpose, brought me joy and fulfillment, not one based upon salary, status, or power. They said, if I find such a career that I truly love, I'll never work a day in my life. After 39 years in public education, as a teacher, a principal, an assistant superintendent, and a superintendent, I can honestly tell you I never felt like I worked a day in my life. It always felt like more of a calling. So like me 44 years ago, after this ceremony, a whole new landscape of possibilities awaits each of you. Your only limitations are the boundaries that you, and sometimes others, will place around your dreams. As you prepare for your life beyond EHS, I'd like to encourage you to do so by reflecting on and truly understanding what gives you a sense of purpose, what brings you joy, provides fulfillment. Each of you have unique gifts and passions. Some of you will create, some will lead, some will heal, and some will teach. Whatever path you choose, let passion and purpose be your guide. Ask yourself, what impact you want to have on the world? What problems you are passionate about solving? And what brings you joy and fulfillment, not others? Knowing this will give you the strength to persevere through challenges and the motivation to continue learning and continue growing. Knowing this will help you choose a pathway that you're passionate about and that you will find fulfilling. As Mia Hamm so eloquently put it, if you don't love what you're doing, you won't do it with much conviction or passion. And Steve Jobs added, the only way to do great work is do what you love doing. So I encourage each of you to choose your career wisely, not one based on income level, status, or power, but a career that brings you a true sense of joy, leaves you fulfilled, and provides you with a strong sense of purpose. Because if you do, like me, you'll never work a day in your life. Class of 2025, it's really been a privilege and honor to serve as your superintendent for the past 13 years. Enjoy exploring opportunities that ignite passion in you, bring you joy, and provide you with a constant sense of fulfillment. Congratulations on a job well done. Roll Tide.
Next, we will have the principal address from Dr. Mark Coombs.
Good afternoon, parents, grandparents, faculty, Edgerton community, and most importantly, graduates. I'm very proud to be able to speak to this year's group of graduating seniors. I am blessed to have had the opportunity to get to know each of you before you enter the next chapter in your life. Before I begin this afternoon, I'd like to thank and recognize our school board members in attendance today. Please stand when I call your name. Leah Maves, Kathy Klein, Jeremiah Johnson, Steve Dahl, Jim Raymond, Jenna Grazens, Matt Towns, Jared Hammer, and Kelly Kwiatkowski. Let's please give them a nice round of applause. I'd also like to take this opportunity to give a special thanks and recognition to the armed services. I'd ask all members of the military, past, present, and future, yes, students, entering the military to please stand so we can recognize your commitment to the United States of America. We are proud of you, and we thank you. Class of 2025. It has truly been a pleasure to be your principal for the last 4 years. Yes, we have had our moments of tears, frustration, and maybe sometimes some anger, but it has been a great ride. Watching you grow up from timid freshmen to confident seniors is one of the many joys of my job. You overcame adversity, you managed relationships, you succeeded in areas you thought you couldn't, and you probably failed in a few you thought you shouldn't. In the end, you learned. You learned about yourself and the path you hope to take in the near future. Some of you are going into the workforce, some the military, other colleges. All of you have the tools to be successful, whatever that journey takes you. As you start your journey, please remember to be kind to one another and persevere through the difficult times. Do not be afraid to ask for help, and do not be afraid to come back and visit us at EHS. Congratulations, class of 2025. I'm proud of what you have accomplished. Good luck, You will be missed.
Our first student address will be from Miss Haley Ailson.
Good afternoon, class of 2025. Congratulations on this great achievement. I am so excited to be speaking for you today and honored that you chose me. I have spent a long time thinking about what you would want to hear. Many people believe that a graduation speech should have some piece of good advice or a meaningful message to carry with them after high school. Because I agree with this statement, I wanted you to get some of the best advice out there. So I'm sure our English teachers will be happy to know that my mind went to one of the greatest, none other than William Shakespeare. He had such a profound insight into human nature. He was able to stay relatable to every person on this earth, even still today, which is why we are still tortured during high school with reading his work over 400 years after he died. I picked a quote from him that resonated with me as a person who loves theater and the arts. In his play, As You Like It, Shakespeare said, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players." This statement conveys life as a magnificent performance. It's telling all of us to live and experience everything we can while in this short life. When we are born, we enter the stage as characters of our own. This idea connects people throughout the world because we are all in the same show together. It also encourages the idea that each of us has a story to tell and to share. Like every good play, our lives will have highs and lows. It will include both good and evil and remain complex entirely. Shakespeare encourages us to embrace these complex experiences with grace and courage as good actors do. He wants us to take control of the stage and create a story that is deep and meaningful, not just to others, but to ourselves. For me, the actual stage has been a place where I feel supported by others, and I'm able to support them in return. Everyone that's a part of a production collaborates an incredible amount to get the amazing end results that people see in our performances. This means that I am a part of something bigger than myself, that I have a purpose within a group and the others need me there to help just as I need them. Our class, the wonderful class of 2025, and the staff of Edgerton High School understand this concept. While I was preparing my speech, I paid close attention to the things that are important to my peers. As I observed their interactions, I noticed that they are really good at making the little things count. Over the years, we've heard many of our teachers deem our class as nice and connected, but what did they really mean? Here's how I think of it. If we look at this school as our stage, we see that like any production, there are many working details behind the scenes. All of the interactions and relationships with each other, no matter how small, bring everyone together as one. When you walk into first hour on Monday morning, there was always someone there who asked how your weekend went. When you were feeling behind in class, someone would definitely step up and offer to help share their notes, get caught up with homework, or explain something that they understand. If you're having a bad day, one of your classmates will notice and they'll crack a joke to make you smile. And if it's really bad, they'll walk you to the counseling office or sit and talk with you for a while. These are all examples of scenes I've witnessed these past few months. So when someone characterizes our class as nice, it isn't just a term used lightly. It proves how our class acknowledges that doing small things with great love really matters to create a stage where everyone feels welcome. I am so thankful to be surrounded by such people, and I hope that we all carry this trait with us forever. When transitioning into the next stage of life, we get the exciting opportunity to write our own scripts. We even get to be a part of other people's stories, people we haven't met yet. We won't always be the main role either. With every act of kindness, we are influencing someone else's story in a humble manner. We spread joy. If we want to live like Shakespeare recommends, we have to be able to embrace every moment, even the ones that don't feel significant yet. We can do this by living in the moment. I've heard too often from others that they regret their past because they took the good things for granted. Because later on in life, you might look back and wish that when your grandpa told you his elaborate stories, you would have listened a little closer to every single word. You might regret turning down your little sibling when they asked you to play a silly game with them, because now they're grown and you seem to have lost your chance. You might wish that when your friends asked you to join a group or a club with them, that you would have said yes because maybe it would have been fun. Things like these might not mean much when they happen, but as you look back, it's easy to feel as though you took them for granted and didn't truly appreciate those moments of connection. Make sure that you are appreciating and valuing the things that are right in front of you. This is what it means to live life to the fullest. When Shakespeare envisions the world as a stage, he suggests the fact that human nature and existence is ever-changing. The world constantly turns as each person brings new ideas and makes their own mark on the earth. What this means for us as graduates is that when we go on to the next act of life, things will be much different from here at Edgerton High School. Our scene will change. The stage crew will replace the set with a new one, and the tech crew will give us new lighting and different music. Those of us who are going to college will find that school will be a great deal harder. Those of us entering the military will face training more difficult than we pictured. Those of us starting careers working right away will end up with more responsibilities than we expected. Each of our storylines will introduce new characters with their own background stories, and finding new relationships with them will bring challenges to us too. All of us will find that life is infinitely more complicated than we could have imagined, maybe even more than we want to admit. But we have to navigate it as if reading a story without our teachers helping to interpret the complicated Shakespearean language. We will have to embrace every mistake. We might need to do a little ad-libbing just to get through some parts, but nevertheless, the show must go on, no matter what gets in our way. So don't even acknowledge the idea of defeat. Instead, study what it means to persevere. If we are players on the stage, then the show is what we make it. So write your script with careful thought and make sure it includes every emotion and adventure you can think of. Make sure that you don't take your new experiences for granted, and through it all, to thine own self be true. We can thank our incredibly supportive parents and teachers here in this room for directing us in our lives up until now. I know we are full of gratitude for all they have done for us, but moving forward, I want you to recognize that you have just become your own director and playwright. I can't wait to see what kind of production you'll make. Thank you. Now please join me in standing. Please stand and join me in thanking our wonderful audience of supporters with a round of applause.
The Edgerton High School Concert Choir will now sing "You'll Never Walk Alone" under the direction of Mrs. Kristen Olson. Next, we will have Mr. Dan Jostin, Edgerton High School Band Director, with the staff address.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am truly honored, and I'm going to be honest, a little bit nervous, to stand before you today as a faculty speaker for the 2025 graduation commencement ceremony. Before us sit students closing the chapter of their high school years, preparing to embark to the next stage of their journey into adulthood. The path of this moment has been a long one, yet undeniably meaningful. As we reflect on our 4 years, I am struck by the breadth of your accomplishments. Multiple conference championships and sectional runs in several sports, an individual state champion and team state runner-up in golf, numerous school records shattered, sold-out performances and award-winning musicals, a remarkable number of NHS applicants and members, rapid growth and involvement across our student clubs, state solo ensemble recognition and exceptional music concerts, including the Always Electric Pops concert, outstanding art shows, multiple state FFA degrees, a Team Junk Wars welding championship, German and Costa Rican exchange programs, and perhaps most notably, defeating the athletic powerhouse that the staff, which is a staff team in powder puff volleyball. Don't worry, Herder, we get them next year. High school brought us homecoming and prom, spirited dress-up days, electric student sections, and the beloved Tudathlon, events that radiated school spirit and left lasting memories. Not only did you succeed as students, you were also valuable teachers in teaching us older folks the new hip vernacular in pop culture. One AirPod at all times is really, really cool. You referred to us as bruh, despite not being your brother. Locked in described your focus. Riz and low-key and high-key became the daily speech. Your rivals were your ops, and if someone said 8, that was high praise. The one thing I'm puzzled at is that how good drip indicates wearing socks with sandals, which used to not be cool. But apparently without them, you're cooked, and your dogs are barking, which is definitely sus. I think I get the hang of this lingo now. Reflecting on the past and all of you accomplished is very, very important. You should be incredibly proud of the milestones you've reached during your high school journey. The memories you've created will stay with you a lifetime. Your names are etched forever now in the legacy of Edgerton High School. As we celebrate all you've done, let's look forward to the exciting future that awaits you. 14 years ago, I was sitting exactly where you were at. Excited, hopeful, and kind of arrogantly convinced that I had it all figured out. Spoiler alert, I did not. Since graduating high school, I've learned and experienced many life lessons that have molded me into the human I am today. So for the second half of my speech, I want to share 6 valuable lessons I've learned along the way. My hope is that they will guide you as you begin your next chapter. Number 1, it is okay to not know what you want to do with your life right now. Growth takes time, and so does clarity. But whatever you decide to do, it needs to be something you're passionate about, something that brings you happiness, and something that gives you a purpose in life. I started at UW-Madison with a pre-law and double major in music. Yeah, I know, imagine me a lawyer. However, I soon discovered that the path of political science and social sciences wasn't the right fit for me. So I pivoted to kinesiology with aspirations of becoming a physical therapist. Yet, after a semester in that field, I had an epiphany. Music was my calling. It wasn't until the end of my freshman year I fully embraced music education as my path. In retrospect, had I initially pursued music exclusively, I'm uncertain if I would have remained committed to the music major. It took exploring other avenues for me to realize that music was just not my passion, but also my calling. And I'm immensely grateful for having made that decision and for the process that got me there. Number 2, whatever you are doing in life, give your best effort. For me, my effort in my job is crucial for my personal and professional well-being. In my life, my professional goal is to become the best band director I can, not to outshine my colleagues in other districts, but to rather seize every opportunity that enables me to be the greatest educator possible. In pursuit of self-improvement, I believe in lifelong learning. Complacency hinders growth. As a great Packer coach, Vince Lombardi once said, "Perfection is not attainable, but if we seek perfection, we can catch excellence." Growth requires that we recognize our weaknesses and work on them to turn them into strengths, through hard work, persistence, curiosity, and by seeking inspiration from those who lead in our field. It is also vital to give your best effort in relationships with others. I once heard a profound quote about human relationships in a workshop I attended at Northwestern University. Dr. Mallory Thompson, Director of Bands Emeritus, said in the seminar, "In every relationship you have, you are 50% of that relationship, and you personally need to give 100% of that 50%. This mantra has resonated deeply with me for two reasons. First, it reminds me of the importance of giving my best in every relationship, whether it's with a friend, colleague, or family member. By doing so, I present my most genuine and authentic self. Second, it highlights the value of reciprocity. Just as I give my full effort, I expect mutual respect and care in return. It is important to surround yourself with people who match your level of commitment. If someone is self-absorbed or uninterested in your well-being, it's okay to distance yourself and prioritize your own growth and happiness. Finally, when it comes to effort outside your professional life, it's important to give your best in the hobbies and activities you enjoy. In my hobbies, competition isn't always about surpassing others, it's about surpassing myself. In everything I do, I strive to give my all, whether I'm on my Peloton bike or I want to beat my personal record every time. When I do the Wordle or New York Times Mini each morning, I try to beat my goal from yesterday. Do I always beat my rides? No. Do I beat my mini time each day? Today I did not. But it lights a fire and it gives to make me give my best every single day. Number 3, failure is not the end all. Use it to your advantage. Not everything in life is easy. Sometimes hard work doesn't pay off right away. Sometimes life presents you with challenges or are frankly unfair. Use this to your advantage. I worked my tail off my junior year of college to make the top band at UW. I practiced every day over the summer and was very prepared for my audition. When the results came, I only made the top band on songs that needed 4 trombones. I was crushed. All the hard work I put into that audition felt wasted, and I wanted to quit. But in reality, when I started up lessons with my professor in the fall, I realized I actually improved quite a bit. I took that frustration I had over the audition results and worked every day to make sure I got into the top band full time. The next year, I not only made the top band, but I was the top trombone in that ensemble. If it wasn't for that initial failure, I don't know if I would have seen how hard work could have opened so many doors to success. Number 4, it is perfectly okay and all right to ask for help. Whether it's from teachers, mentors, or peers, there are countless people, including myself and the entire EHS staff back there, who are here to support you. Life brings challenges, but you are not alone. Others have faced similar moments, and their experience can help you through uncertain times. With that said, I always have a person for different situations. During COVID, our instruments needed to have bell covers to block aerosols from spreading in the air while we were inside. Due to chilly temperatures outside and a supply and demand issue, I decided to take on the task of sewing bell covers myself. Dr. Coombs even has a picture. The problem is that I had no idea how to sew, let alone how to operate a sewing machine. Rather than accepting defeat, I decided to tap into one of my greatest resources, my Grandma Anderson. During multiple FaceTimes, Grandma showed me how to thread and weave the bobbin, how to end rows of stitches, and even gave me some tips on how to make the bell covers easier to sew. This experiment not only helped my students with playing inside, but it was also a wonderful bonding experience with my grandmother, who was delighted to help. It is perfectly acceptable to admit that you don't have all the answers. Instead of feeling pressured to have all the solutions, embrace the opportunity to grow. Whether it's through researching, seeking guidance, or collaborating with others, remember that asking for help is a sign of strength, not a weakness. Number 5, always be an active listener. Don't listen to respond. Moreover, listen to understand. The world is a divided place, where information is provided to us instantaneously in ways that there are really no checks and balances that what you consumed is actually true. This has led us to a society where people only consume information pertinent to their cause, which has caused a deep divide in understanding of others. I truly believe that we are way more in common and connected than we believe we are. There is no way we understand each other without listening. You may disagree on a few points. That's okay. But if you are more likely to understand your point of view, you'll realize that you're going to be way more in common than you are divided. It's like my lunchtime discussions with Mr. Lean. We may disagree on which ancient civilization advanced society the furthest, but when I sit back and realize he most likely lived through them, I'm more apt to appreciate his point of view. Now, as I conclude with my last word of advice, which I'm sure you're all relieved as you're really excited to hear the band next, I want to leave you what I believe is the most crucial piece of advice to guide you to a successful future. Always be kind. How you treat others will leave a lasting impact on your legacy on this earth. This resonated deeply with me in 2019, a year marked by the passing of both my grandfathers within 5 months of each other. My Grandpa Joseph, who ended his schooling after 8th grade to tend the family farm, and my Grandpa Anderson, a Lutheran pastor with a master's degree, led very different lives. Yet they both were men of unwavering integrity and kindness, whom I admired greatly into my adulthood. At their funerals, I witnessed firsthand the profound impact of kindness. As lines formed out of the church with people paying their respects, I heard countless stories of their generosity, compassion, and willingness to offer second chances. Not once did I hear about Grandpa Anderson's sermons or my Grandpa Joseph's crops or livestock. Instead, their legacies were defined by the lives they touched and the kindness they showed others. Though my grandfathers were very different in many ways, they both lived fulfilling lives, surrounded by love and admiration. I miss them dearly, but I'm forever grateful for the invaluable lesson they taught to me about the importance of kindness and the blueprint they provided me for the legacy I aspired to leave behind. So as you journey through life, remember the profound impact of kindness. Let it guide your actions and shape your legacy, just as it had for my grandfathers and countless others before us. The famous poet Maya Angelou once said, "People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Class of 2025, you have the power to make a difference in the world. As you embark on your journey, carry with you the values of passion, resilience, and above all else, kindness. Your actions have the potential to leave a lasting impact on those around you. Congratulations, class of 2025. I am grateful that our paths have crossed in life. Go forth and make us proud. Thank you.
Next, the Edgerton High School Band will now play Arabesque under the direction of Mr. Jan Josted. Each year, Edgerton High School hosts students from around the world. I am happy to introduce our current foreign exchange students who we have had the honor to share our senior year with. I invite them to stand when I say their name. With us all year from Turkey, Ahmet Buyukyaze, hosted by the Jeremy and Jessica Winky family. Also with us all year from Uzbekistan, Mansour Adaljanov, who was also hosted by the Jeremy and Jessica Winky family. It has been our pleasure to have you both join us at Edgerton High School this year, and we wish you both the best in your travels back home. Our second student address will be from Mr. Ryan Fox.
Hello, class of 2025, parents, staff, and little siblings that definitely don't want to be here. I'm Ryan Fox, and I would like to start by thanking everyone for coming to the class of 2025 graduation ceremony to celebrate your kids finally moving out. On a serious note, I've tried my best to connect with every student sitting in this gym throughout the last 4 years, and I'm proud to say that these students are bound for great things. We have strong leaders, independent geniuses, future presidents, and maybe Devin Eastman will be the most enthusiastic man to ever land on the moon. Not only do we excel in academics, but we were born to persevere. We, the class of 2025, have an unmatched drive that has proven us to be effective and great members of society. But every great member of society has to start somewhere. I got thrown into my freshman year, and I was very stressful, as it was for everyone. But I was a little different. I had a really bad haircut. Now, some of you may be asking, what changed to make this stressed out kid with a bad cut a worthy candidate to speak in front of a crowd of 1,500? The answer is, well, I still don't know. What I do know is that over the years, I've wanted to be the person to lead and guide people, and I know that other members of this class chose the same path. I've noticed that everyone can use a little more happiness in their day, no matter how your day is going. I think about how often the members of this class lifted me up, made me feel welcome, and I want to thank each and every one of you for that. I guess what I'm trying to say is, sitting here today, we are surrounded by smart young adults who will continue their path of overcoming adversity through the rest of their careers. Every single kid here has big dreams and aspirations to lead in our future endeavors, even if we don't quite know where we're going. I know that you guys will be great leaders wherever you end up in life, because this class is strong, smart, and independent, but also kind of lazy, which makes us think smarter, not harder. As someone who was at one point in time an awkward, antisocial kid, I think of how other people have affected me, positively or negatively, and I reflect on whether or not their words are going to hurt me or not. Now let me tell you, being an awkward, antisocial kid was not the easiest. Hurtful things were often said to me. I often felt sad and alone, with nowhere to go. But it also had its benefits. I had the time and space to notice the little things in life, and I started to appreciate the beautiful things about everyone. I take full responsibility in saying that I suck at it too, but the need for kindness is as important as it has ever been, right now. Kindness can be as simple as raising money for people in need. We've had 2 wonderful teachers lose their spouses unexpectedly through the past 2 years, but our class gave them the support they needed, not just by raising money for these families, but simply being there to talk to them. Our wonderful students have been called to action and have done great things, like our FFA cleaning up after the devastating tornado around a year and a half ago. We will continue to support, love, and help one another when the need arises. Your family, your friends, everyone deserves to feel heard, to feel needed, to feel loved in a time of need. Being a leader isn't all about skills and wisdom, but more about spreading positivity and grace with the people around you. To the wisest of them all, parents of the class of 2025, according to the Chattanooga Free Post, by this time in your child's life, you have already spent 90% of the time you'll ever spend with your child. So please hold them tight for the next few months before they leave. And don't think I forgot about you, little siblings. You guys must also not forget to hold your siblings tight, because believe it or not, they're going to miss you too. I've been going on here for a while, and I know you're starting to complain about sitting on these bleachers, so don't worry, I'll wrap this up soon. As we all turn the next page in our lives and leave high school behind, think of EHS as a stepping stone to your amazing accomplishments. The Lord knows that this graduating class is bound for greatness, leadership, and whatever we put our minds to. That being said, I challenge every single person in this gym to talk to someone new today, make a difference in someone's life, help someone who's struggling to get back on their feet, because this is what the class of 2025 represents. I again would like to thank my amazing teachers, my loving and supporting family, and the whole reason we're all here today. Thank you to my amazing friends of the class of 2025. I will leave you with a quote from the not so late but oh so great Asa Albrecht. Have a good day, do something nice for somebody else, and be a good person.
Good afternoon. I am Lynn Weitenheimer, Associate Principal here at Edgerton High School. It is my honor to present the graduates of the class of 2025. As I read each of your names, I will also recognize the honor cords you have earned. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, and distinguished service, Zachary Lee Traeger. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, fine arts, and distinguished service, Ian Sayer Raymond. Earning cords for academic honors and fine arts, Cullen Eslin Garrett. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, and fine arts, Cody Brahim Almizyad. Earning cords for academic honors, fine arts, and distinguished service, Elena Marie Trebatuski. Earning cords for academic honors, fine arts, and distinguished service, Mia Rosie Sanchez Osorio. Earning cords for academic honors and fine arts, Holly Beth Hazeltine. Earning cords for academic honors and fine arts, Garrett Gerard Cotner. Earning cords for academic honors, fine arts, and distinguished service, Benjamin Riley Lenars. Ryu Zhang. Earning cords for academic honors and distinguished service, Leo Thomas Korth. Earning cords for academic honors and distinguished service, Rohan Sen. Earning cords for academic honors and CTE, Nolan Campbell Hansen. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, fine arts, and distinguished service, Haley Elizabeth Weilman. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, fine arts, and distinguished service, Masame Ann Arficho Grazens. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, and fine arts, Alexis Brianne Stengel. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, fine arts, and distinguished service, Grace Jane Osborne. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, fine arts, and distinguished service, Caitlin Jean Phillips. Earning cords for academic honors and CTE, Sydney Marie Sund. Earning cords for academic honors and distinguished service, Ava Ann Stensman. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, and distinguished service, Ella Catherine Olsted. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, and distinguished service, Alexia Claire Brunner. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, fine arts, and distinguished service, Haley Jade Babcock. Earning cords for academic honors and CTE, Elizabeth Leona Likeness. Earning a cord for distinguished service, Naomi Rose Baena. Earning cords for academic honors, fine arts, and distinguished service, Abigail Rebecca Baena. Earning cords for academic honors, fine arts, and distinguished service, Bree Elizabeth Peterson. Earning cords for academic honors, fine arts, and distinguished service, Haley Rose Ailson. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, and fine arts, Ryan Alexander Fox Steen. Earning cords for academic honors and fine arts, Andrew Lloyd Roy Berg. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, fine arts, and distinguished service, Anderson Thomas Wesley Matthews. Earning cords for CTE and fine arts, Thomas Michael Douglas. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, fine arts, and distinguished service, Jadalyn Rose Thompson. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, and distinguished service, Haley Aaron Hessling. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, and fine arts, Caitlin Faith South. Nicholas Peter Shelley. Earning a cord for CTE, Zach Smirchek. AJ Johnson. Earning cords for fine arts and distinguished service, Madison Page Finn. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, and fine arts, Hannah Ann Fail. Earning cords for academic honors, fine arts, and distinguished service, Chloe Ann Obermuller. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, and distinguished service, Annalise Madison Schmall. Dakota Marie Allen. Anaya Mae Singer. Aubrey Lee Schneeberger. Emma Leanne Hovey. Anessa Renee Lynn Stowell. Julia Grace Haynes. Natalia Lopez Tinoco. Earning a cord in fine arts, Maribel Diaz Lopez. Alex David Diaz. Kiavi Diaz Miranda. Logan John Hansen. Christopher James Burns. Frederick James Geiger Kittle. Devin Joel Eastman. Earning a cord in CTE, Riley Jean Bills. Earning a cord in CTE, Kyler Rob Knopf. Earning a cord in CTE, Connor David Katarabik. Earning a cord in CTE, Caden James Sidney Erickson. Earning a cord in CTE, Casey J. Weilman. Logan Rule Hop. Earning cords for academic honors in CTE, Noah Dwayne Nylands. Earning cords for academic honors in CTE, James Matthew Alexander. Earning a cord for CTE, Bryce Apple. Earning cords for academic honors in CTE, Elijah Cutting. Earning cords for academic honors in CTE, Seth Pope Precourt. Earning cords for academic honors in CTE, Jonathan George Wellnitz. Caleb Albert Kern. Earning cords for academic honors in CTE, Drew Gunderson. Earning cords for academic honors in CTE, Olin Andrew Zelmer. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, and distinguished service, Jack Thomas Fox. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, distinguished service, Adam Michael Nelson. Earning chords for academic honors and CTE, Cole Philip Langer. Earning chords for academic honors and fine arts, Andrew Alan Gonzalez Salzuido. Earning a chord for CTE, Caleb Douglas Kittleson. Adriana Marissa Luxinger. Earning a chord for CTE, Preston James Vetter. Tristan Diesel Helms. Aiden Dwayne Quam. Earning a chord for CTE, Blake Richard Olson. Calvin James Wellnitz. Earning a chord for CTE, Caitlin Ashley Brunig. Earning chords for academic honors, CTE, fine arts, and distinguished service, Chloe Joy Cotter-Robbitt. Earning chords for academic honors and CTE, Madeline Page Leiter. Earning chords for academic honors, fine arts, and distinguished service, Noel. Earning chords for academic honors, CTE, and fine arts, Angela Wynn. Earning chords for academic honors, CTE, and distinguished service, Advit Sukasia. Earning chords for academic honors and fine arts, Natalie Grace Weitenheimer. Earning a chord for CTE, Camille Elizabeth Dries. Emma Christine Ross. Earning a chord in fine arts, Cassie Ann Kirby. Haley Christine Buell. Anila Marie Mose. Cadence Violet Gandy. Earning chords for academic honors, CTE, and fine arts, Riley Marheine. Elizabeth Worth. Earning a chord for fine arts, Ray Lee Rademacher. Earning chords for CTE and fine arts, Skylar Carol Hogan. Earning chords for academic honors and fine arts, Sean Robert Allison. Earning chords for academic honors and CTE, Austin James Obermuller. Earning chords for academic honors, CTE, and distinguished service, Nick Allen Severson. Eli Norman Ringelstutter. Earning a chord in CTE, Alexander Horacio de Leon Gulliver. Earning chords for academic honors and CTE, Haley Bolden Howard. Earning a cord for CTE, Liliana Rose Smith. Taylor James Padfield. Gael Lopez. Kevin Vladimir Mendez. Nicole Augustine Hidalgo. America Osorio. Earning a cord for CTE, Grant Richard William Anderson. Earning cords for academic honors and CTE, Samuel James Dahl. Earning cords for CTE and distinguished service, Aiden Theodore Greenlee. Chad Legler. Earning a cord for CTE, Hunter Stephen Fail. Earning cords for CTE and Fine Arts, Cody William Brem. Noah Riley. Andrew Freund. Earning cords for CTE and distinguished service, Caleb Allen Davis. Madison Joe Steindorf. Kyle Daniel Hatcher. Samuel Lamson. Earning cords for academic honors and CTE, Connor James Hansen. Kat Satterley. Katana Rain Selgrat. Earning cords for academic honors, CTE, and distinguished service, Jordan Nicole Lee. Earning cords for academic honors and fine arts, Chloe Rose Gavney. Earning cords for CTE, Fine Arts, and Distinguished Service, Adeline Malia Kalis. Nico Reverie Walzak. Earning cords for CTE and Fine Arts, Olivia Violet Hyams. Ahmet Bukize. Mansour Odiljanov. Earning a cord for CTE, John Alexander Surisha. Michael Halterman Brown. Kendall Cox. Jordan Reese Brown. Miles Felix Pike. Earning a cord for CTE, Trevor Perry Gilbertson. Earning a cord for CTE, Emma Grace Kent. Damon Allen Lambert. Liam Renee Laneberger. Earning a cord in Fine Arts, Jazz Eliza Shoemaker. Jerry Ione Casper. Samantha Grace Cook.
Thank you. This is more than a Mr. T starter set. You can explain that to them when you get home, because they probably won't know that. So, class of 2025, please stand. Class of 2025, please move your tassel from right to left, signifying your graduation from Edgerton High School. I now present to you the 2025 graduates of Edgerton High School.
Hopefully. That was